Hey all. We're back to continue playing The Last Caravan by Ted Bushman. My name is Dana. My pronouns are he, him. I am the GM. There's a different word for a GM in this game. Um, the Atlas. The Atlas is what it's called. Um, so yeah, let's get a quick intro from our players and their characters in character keeper order, and then we will pick up where we left off.
I'm T, she, her, and I'm going to be playing Mercedes Clark, the bandage. Also she, her.
Hi, I'm Mark. I use he, him pronouns. I am playing Ree, she, her. Pronouns Ree is the lookout, the farsighted hunter and scout for the group.
I
Carolyn.
am also Mark, he and them, and I'm playing Angie Lee, the talker.
Hi, I'm Sabine. I use any pronouns, and I'm playing Walker Dean. What is he? Bruiser. He uses he, him pronouns. And a car, if you can.
Our call Steve. Although right now you're driving a truck, uh, you have just cannonballed into this alien beast, this Grey Watcher, this 100-foot tall, spindly creature from beyond. And it has fallen over, a little bit worse for wear. Likewise, the truck has spun out of control, honked out, and thankfully some good safety techniques were used, so you haven't gone right through the windscreen. Um, in this moment of quiet that breaks out, or at least appears to break out right after this crash, what is everyone else doing? I think we had established that no one else was in the truck at the time. It became a, you know, slowish missile. Uh, Angie, what are you doing?
We had just left the transmitter there that we were broadcasting the signal to. I don't remember if it was to attract or to repel or to discombobulate the aliens. But
Distract them. The
distract them.
other the other guys wanted to rescue some people, and we
That's
were
right.
distraction.
Um, and so I think gawking at at the thing that has arrived, mostly.
Yeah, and it has fallen down across the street,
Mhm.
and it is probably much closer to you than you might like.
Yeah.
Um, what I think I described the sound it was giving out before um, it got driven into seemed quite peaceful, you know,
Soothing.
soothing, exactly. And that has changed to this kind of plaintive cry.
Mm.
Like, what are you in? Like, what are you feeling right now, right in front of this?
Kind of curious. I think this is probably the closest I've ever been to one of these. And it's not, I'm sure it's not harmless, but I am like interested in what's going on with it, I guess.
Yeah. Do you feel like you want to
Harmonize?
harmonize with alien stuff?
Sure, why not? Let's harmonize with that guy. What does that entail?
So you have your score in harmonize with alien stuff. That's your dice pool by default, and then you can, if you wanted to, get an extra die by spending your heroism.
Yeah, I'll spend one heroism here. Um, dice room there, and it's two dice. It's a 5.
Okay. Um, yeah, and I think you get a sense of its like confusion, and also you get a sense that it's cold. You don't know if that's because it's not moving or because it's lying on the ground that's probably littered with snow, or maybe it's just in general it's cold. And I think one of these appendages that kind of seem like I don't know, tendrils that you might see on a shrimp
Mm.
kind of flitter out towards you, because it senses you as well.
And I think at that point you feel Mercedes, who has been keeping close to you and followed you out of the station, pull you back. She says, "What are you doing?
Just looking.
We need to get away from it. Where's Walker? Where's the truck?" And I think at this point she sees that the truck is destroyed.
So not destroyed. It looks worse for wear. You know, there's a big
Okay.
dent in the grill. It's kind of spun out and conked out, but it might
Crashed.
be made to live again, right? Um, that will probably necessitate a drive a car roll. So beyond anyone except Walker, possibly. Um, Ree, what are you up to? You're nearby?
Ree Ree was scrambling down the tower. So when she hits the rooftop and drops through the hatch into the radio room and sees no one there, she rushes out, I think, to find Angie and Mercedes. And she says, Walker lost his shit, it looks like. I don't know if he can keep driving. Um can one of you drive that truck?
I mean, Walker's not injured or anything, right?
Yeah,
She just
Walker,
doesn't know that, I
you
think.
pop open the door
Yeah.
and you know wave at people. Like what do you
Yeah.
do to make them know you're okay?
Pop open the door, call to them, let's get out of here. Come on, this thing will still drive.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's alive. Let's go. Come on.
Seat belts, people. Seat belts save lives.
Ree's gonna hustle into the car with everyone else.
So
Same thing.
you all squeeze into the front seat, um, because those are the only seats. um, I don't know. Maybe one person is left squeezed in uncomfortably because the cab takes three, right? But you squeeze in
Is it
for a short drive, no problem.
is it like a truck bed in the back?
Truck bed and
Like a
back, so you can
open
definitely
bed? Like
like, you. There's probably some fold down seats in there. Probably
yeah.
don't have seat belts. There's
Ree's gonna get in there
okay.
and she's gonna crouch at the tailgate if there is one and keep an eye on
Okay.
whatever's approaching as we retreat.
Yeah. So you might recall, or you might have wished you'd forgotten, you heard a whine of an alien hovercraft.
Oh God, that's right.
That's where we need to go real fast.
And
I
it's
think
definitely
Walker's
getting
still,
closer.
yeah, Walker is still a little wild-eyed after whatever that was. And as soon as he has the idea that everybody's on board and tucked away wherever they are, and say, okay, let's go.
Okay. So yeah, try to restart this truck. Get it underway.
Yes, I'm trying to do that.
So this is not a repair as such. This is just, trying to coax it back into life just by not pushing it too hard, or,
Okay.
driver stuff.
Driver stuff. Okay, so I'm not choosing that violence. I think I'm choosing my 2 dice. And I still have a point of heroism, and I really don't want anyone to die here, so I'll spend that. See how that goes. No, that does not go very well. It was the wrong name, and it's also, yes, that was really bad. Sorry about that.
So Yeah, I think you turn the key in the ignition and you hear that chug 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 chug. Um, but whatever's turning in there doesn't seem to be connecting with any other working parts of the engine. So what do you do?
I think Mercedes, who she probably got in first, so she's probably gonna have to scramble across Angie, is just quietly swearing to herself, and says, "Pop the hood, pop the hood, pop the hood."
So you're going to try a rig and repair, right? That
Yeah.
sounds about right. So yeah, you pop the hood. I think, we get a lot of cinematic steam just to show how damaged this radiator is. Um, uh, yeah, so I think now that you're out of the truck, you hear like sounds from behind you, like voices, some running. In the
Hmm.
cab, you can see two people are like running towards your truck. Um, but Mercedes, how are you getting on with that truck?
Let's see. She is gonna spend a heroism. 5.
Okay, that's pretty good. So I think it takes a little bit longer than you'd like, but
Mm.
uh, between you and Walker, you get it back running. I think it's not going to be in great nick when you next turn off the ignition, right? It's probably it's one last move in it, but it'll get you where you're going. Just who stops at traffic lights anymore, right? So, um, so two people are running up to you, a woman and I don't know, a 8 or 9 year old kid. Um, they have like a satchel or two. No, they have a satchel between them and a baseball bat. The kid has a baseball bat. And I guess you're chugging off, right? Mercedes, are you jumping into the cab or do you like stop to talk to these people?
I mean, if there's a kid coming running, Walker will not put the pedal to the metal and wait, of course. I mean, this kid, right? Can't leave that.
Jump,
I
jump in the
think
back.
Mercedes, yeah,
Yeah.
just sort of punches you in the arm. It's like, "What are you doing? Let's go."
There's a kid. Ree, get that kid on board. I think they want to come.
Yeah, and this I think we see a difference in Ree as opposed to when we encountered
Derek.
Duffy. That's not his
Derek.
name. What was his name?
Derek.
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 Uh, in that she's like she gets out of the truck bed and lifts the kid up and says, "Come on, slugger," because he's got a baseball bat. And then once everybody's inside, she pounds on the truck bed to get moving.
Moving.
Okay.
Unless somebody else has gotten out and it's not on board right now.
Yeah, so they like scramble over the tail and into the flatbed part. Um, and I think right behind you, like whatever Main Street and First this small town has junction, you see this alien hovercraft just slide around that corner.
So it's down
Okay.
on street level.
Yeah. It's well, about
Yeah.
yay much off the tarmac.
Okay, right. It's not like super hovering.
No. It's
Right.
not like a grav tank. It's just a
Right.
hovercraft.
Does it look
Those
like
will come later, Mark, if you're wondering.
like a vehicle that aliens would be in, or is like the hovercraft the alien?
Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's a different alien invasion, but But yes, it is a vehicle for aliens.
Is it is it is it a covered top or is it open? Are the aliens exposed to our atmosphere?
Aliens are not exposed.
Okay.
Mm,
It's not a skiff or like a Star Wars
right.
Landhander, right?
Does it look like it uses the same kind of hovercraft technology that we have in that it's got like this inflated
This soft foot,
yeah,
like
right.
a yeah. Um, I mean, are you taking your time to look at this?
I have to because I have to
Okay,
stop it from getting to us.
okay.
Are we ahead
So
of it?
you are ahead of it for
Okay.
now. Let's see how far ahead of it you can keep it, keep yourselves, and then see
Mm.
how close a look Reed does get of it.
Do you want me to drive again?
Yeah, let's drive this
Okay,
truck.
I do not have any heroism left, but I will drive it. I will drive the truck towards the nearest kind of cover that we can have, forest or tall houses, narrow streets, anything that will impede the hovercraft, but not the dying truck. But
Okay.
So Bean, did
that's
you ever take a did you take a heroism for choosing violence against the
oh yes, I
alien?
took all
Okay.
the heroism last time. I pulled it
Okay.
all into the role.
And
So
you also made things worse, right? Yeah, because of your
yeah,
Yeah,
arrogance.
yeah.
Okay, just want to make
yeah,
sure. Sorry.
It was an orgy of heroism.
yes,
It was earned and
yes,
spent in one fell swoop.
yes, yeah. Well, no, that truck does not like Walker.
Okay. So I think you're not like getting out of second, right, in this truck. I think you try, you build up a little bit of speed, you and like the grinding of the gears, or you just don't have the power to change it. So
Okay.
you're uh hurtling along at a,
Mm-hmm.
driving Miss Daisy speed.
Mm-hmm.
Uh um Re. I think you got yeah, you're getting a closer look at this hovercraft than you might like. It seems pretty sprightly. Like it doesn't have um, terrible control like 20th century human hovercraft have. It seems there's definitely something um, anti-grav assist going on that keeps it from going out of control. Are you looking for something more? Do you want to like make a roll, or are you
I'm
happy if
just
I
looking,
just
yeah. Well,
describe what's happening?
I was looking for a weak spot. If I think that I can blow a hole in the soft foot and that will disable it or slow it significantly,
Hmm,
then I'd like to do that. Do you want me to
okay.
try to get a read on that first or
Yeah. I think a search and survey is about
okay.
right to get this kind of um, edge for your um,
Just gonna roll it as is with 3 dice.
okay.
Holy crap. A total of 6
Gosh, the
Wow.
on three
dice are
dice. That
not on
counts
your
for
side right
something.
now, are they?
Yeah.
Oof.
Um, yeah, so you're looking
This
and you're kind of noticing how it's moving.
Oh yeah.
And then it kind of slows down and it parks beside this giant alien beast. And
Hmm.
then a couple of aliens jump out, and one of them rushes um, to the Grey Watcher, and the other one raises what I'm going to describe as a plasma rifle
Mm.
at you. And it is screaming at you. Um, it it's like you're not that far away, but it seems to be like, you know, transfer power to my sound amplification systems so I can tell these assholes what I think of them. You are you taking a shot, Ree?
Yeah, if that's the consequence, then I'm going to use Deadeye, so I'll spend a heroism.
Okay. Are you shooting at the guy with the plasma gun or the hovercraft?
The guy with the plasma gun.
Okay.
Targeted attack to incapacitate a foe, I guess. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So here, unlike normal, when you make a range attack, when you inflict a harm, here, if you hit, you will just incapacitate them somehow.
Okay. So so in spending the heroism, is it like, do I also get the extra die for spending the heroism, or does it just power the move?
That is a good question. Because
Because in Classic
if in
Blades,
classic blades, right, when
it's
you
both.
power up, it does everything, right?
Yeah.
Let me have a quick check. Of course, heroism is absolutely everywhere in this book. So let me just have a quick. So it says you can spend heroism at any point to gain the following effects. So I think why not? Why not? Well, no, I think it doesn't make a huge amount of sense because find a useful item. So I think you might have to choose one.
Mm.
Yeah. Sorry,
That's okay.
separately from the Deadeye thing.
Okay, so I do not get the benefit you're thinking, right? I do
Yeah,
not
so
get the extra
you're powering Deadeye, but not your Gambit
getting an extra die.
heroism.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to take a heroism for after this, which is engage with the problem from a distance. I'm rolling just one die, and I'm trying to think if there's something that I can do to add to it. I spend one rifle in doing this, right?
Yeah, so this is one use of that. That is just a normal expenditure, so it's not something that like is gone when you use it up, so you'll be able to replenish this, no problem.
Okay, cool. I think a D6 then.
Okay. So that's a 4 or 5. So yeah, I think you take the shot, and I think yeah. So it hits the plasma rifle, right? And I think it hits it just as it's about to discharge. And this thing just gets flung back, and this gout of plasma comes out, right? And it like chucks this alien like into the radio station, right? Like just across the street, through the wall, not through the window, through the wall. The hovercraft rocks. And then you see that gout of plasma like continue up, and it takes out I'll say like the phone lines, the telegraph wires, the power lines, whatever it is that's crisscrossing this street. And you're driving, and you can see this cascade of failure go along the electrical lines. And they're going to come down, maybe right in front of you.
That would
Uh,
not be great, right?
would not be
I mean,
great. Would not be great.
we don't want to. I mean, car needs electricity, maybe. Electrical cars are a good thing, but you know what? No. We need to get away from that falling thing because, yeah, I think I will. This doesn't help. We're too exposed. Yeah, no, I just try to get out of the way of this falling thing. anything else that I can think of.
Okay,
Is
I mean, you can you can just take a turn. It's not. It's just like
yeah,
gonna
okay.
cut you off from your preferred route, right?
Yeah, okay. That we'll do that right now.
Okay.
Being electrocuted just doesn't help us a lot,
Yeah.
I think.
Angie and Mercedes, what are you up to while all of this is going on?
I think turn around, like if there's like a window in the back of the cab, like checking to make sure that our passengers in the back are okay. They're probably sliding around quite a bit, but just doing a visual check to see are they hurt? Are they? I mean, they're probably terrified, but
I think there's some light screaming,
Mhm.
but they are sitting on the ground, legs splayed, kind of holding onto some handhold that's up there.
I'll helpfully tell them to hang on.
Yeah, yeah, no shit. um, yeah, and I think just as that happens, right, Walker turns the truck to avoid these power lines, and obviously everyone slides over. Probably you slide a little bit in the cab too. Um, Mercedes, are you up in the cab as well, or did you jump on with them in the back with Ree?
She's in the cab and she's this close to having a panic attack, and all of her attention right now is focused on keeping it together. She's not doing a great job, but she's not screaming.
Good. Walker's not screaming, but he's cursing a blue streak mostly at the truck, at the aliens, not at you though.
What
Appreciated.
what does Mercedes do when she's trying to cope with this extreme fear? Does she talk? Does she, I don't know, knit some yarn? What is her coping mechanism in the moment?
Yeah, I think she sort of curls forward and she has her hands over her face and she is just whispering. And I think if anyone was close enough to be able to hear what she's saying, she's just reviewing anatomy terms. Right now she's going through major bones. I don't know bones good enough to say them, but and she's just trying to go into her mind palace and focus on when things were better and she was in vet med school and she just had to memorize things. Uh, and it's working for now. Okay.
So, real medical knowledge and not, the knee bone is connected to the thigh bone.
No, it's a bunch of Latin. Yeah.
Okay. Very humorous. Oh, apologies. I'll just see myself out. Okay, so I'm taking this detour. This is not the way you came in, not the way you plan to get out. I'm sure the road will bring you back to the camp where you're aiming for. Uh, because of the downed power lines, and also, I guess they have a casualty, and they're also looking after the Grey Watcher. The aliens are not chasing you. At least those aliens are not chasing you. Yeah, as you belch diesel smoke at, 20 miles an hour or whatever it is the truck is capable of doing, things seem calmed down.
I think
You're
Walker will say to Mercedes, I think we lost them.
And I think she'll pause in her whispering and then sort of look up and then just sort of resume her whispering. She's a lot of adrenaline.
No, no. Okay. And then he will call to the people in the back. Are you all right, everyone? Basically, mostly. No.
I think that When Walker first says this, Ree is kind of like just peering over the gate back and keeping an eye there. She seems distracted. And but then she comes around when Walker says hello. I'm good. You guys okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Ree is addressing the mom, I think. And she says, "What's your name?"
Yeah. I'm Miriam. This is Sid. And Sid says, well, I'm glad we wore branchizers today, right?
Brent, did you say branchizers?
Brown
Brown.
trousers.
Brown trousers.
It took me a moment too.
God.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Tough crowd, tough crowd.
No, it's just me. Um,
It was not just you.
and she, I think that Ree, just kind of nods, does not engage with Kid any further.
How are ye? That was wild.
Yeah.
That was one.
Our, I think Ree points up to the window where Angie's face is sticking through. This is Angie. Where were you guys headed? I don't. You looked like you were packed and ready to go.
We weren't heading anywhere, but then, these aliens turned up and the whole place was falling. Like, we just have a small satchel. So, like, this is our go bag, I guess, just in case.
Oh. I think Reed stops to think about the fact that she's now the team, the caravan, has brought down the wrath of the aliens on this small town and destroyed their electrical system. And who knows what other issues.
And the radio station.
And their radio station, which they were not using, to be fair. How many people were back in that town?
Just a dozen or so. Most people moved on,
Okay.
Uh,
We'll take you to White Mountain.
okay. Are you staying there?
Briefly.
Oh, okay.
But they seem like okay people.
Yeah, I mean we're probably gonna head west. I mean, if we're not staying, we're moving. I don't I don't think it makes much sense to just like move 10 miles up the road.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you going west? Yeah, everyone's moving west, right?
Yeah. We'll talk. We'll talk.
Okay. And the kid, because like cats, senses uncomfortable a person and wants to make them even more uncomfortable. You kill that alien with like one shot.
Yeah, I don't think so. Um, but
What do you have in those bullets? Are those like magic bullets?
hey, if only. I'm afraid there aren't any magic bullets, kid. Um, yeah, no, it was lucky. It was lucky that I got the shot that I did. You pretty good with that bat?
No, I didn't even get picked for the softball team last year.
That's okay. We'll work on it. I'll throw rocks at you, and you can hit
By ducking.
them. You don't hit anything by ducking.
Okay. So you drive for a couple miles, and then the truck dies. I think you might have found your way to something like a main road, which and you have a map in the glove compartment, or whatever. So you would have found your way anyway, but you're sure of the way now.
Okay. I think Walker will drive to the side of the road just by instinct, right? Your truck's dying, you drive to the side of the road. It doesn't make a lot of sense. He still does that. That's okay. I think this was its last hurrah. Unless we get a lot of spare parts and someone knows how to put them in, this won't go further. Guess we'll have to walk the rest of the way.
Walker, why did you do that?
Last time I saw one of these things, I was at home. I was not at home. I was driving back to my home and it destroyed everything. And I saw it. I thought, oh, can't let that happen again. Can't let it kill everyone again. Probably the wrong idea there. Wasn't that same alien? Probably not. Probably not. Leave him in. Doesn't bring them back. Stop. Just couldn't let it walk there and do nothing. Okay. I'm so get out and like I don't want to talk about this anymore. And then just stands outside and looks at the truck like, what? Well, okay, now we're doing action thingy more like let's go. It's not talk anymore.
You might not want to talk about it, but I mean, is this going to be a problem? Are you going to do this every time?
Not. I don't know. I don't know. Look, I just used to be that there was therapy and stuff like that, and it's not. So yeah, well, what can I do? I lost my family, Mercedes, my wife, my kid. It's like,
I mean, you've got us.
yeah, I think that might have been why I reacted like I did. I didn't want to lose anyone else.
Oh, Walker. And she'll sort of gingerly pat you on the back. I think she can sense that this would be a good place to do a hug, and does not especially want to do a hug.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it helps at least a little as he gets himself back together, like at least a bit. And then we'll look at the truck like, can I do anything here? He can, but
Well, guess daylight's wasting. we gotta
Yeah.
walk, we should probably walk.
Yeah. Looks
Wasn't this,
around if everybody else is there.
wasn't this truck our payment for doing this job?
Yes, we spent it.
No, it wasn't. It was, we didn't take it. We said we take this as a distraction, but for the
Okay.
supplies instead.
They
I mean,
could-
they won't be particularly happy with us, but
yeah. Yeah.
but I mean, if you go out distract aliens, shit happens, right?
Angie'll talk her way out of it. No worries.
I'll do what I can.
Yeah.
I was about to remind you, T, to take heroism for delving deeply into another traveler's feelings, but you're ahead of me. Um, it's likewise, I mean, Mark, for Angie, does it mean every time you meet someone new, you gain heroism? Is that the real strength of the
I guess
talker?
so, yeah.
You make a new connection?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like Mark is going to weigh in on how to proceed right now. We're walking, folks.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh,
I
we should
thought
do
about it.
it.
Okay. So yeah, we walk and it takes a while. Um, I mean, yeah, it probably takes like the guts of 2 hours to walk back. Um, what is your kind of walking, not asking for marching order, but like who is, you know, stopping every 5 minutes to listen out and who is just trying to get the miles down? Like, what are people's walking styles when you've got somewhere to go that's pretty close?
Walking styles like the Bureau of Funny Walks, or
Exactly, like
that's not what it's
the
called.
Department of
Department of
Funny
Funny.
Walks. Yeah.
Ree is gonna naturally get up front if she can, and be about 10 yards ahead of everyone else, trying to keep an eye out.
Yeah, I think Walker is doing the shepherd thing, like looking to seeing that everybody is where they are. Maybe since he's a bit of an outdoorsy guy, warning people who are just about to walk into poison ivy or something like that.
I think Mercedes is in the middle and realizing that she will be forced to talk to Angie if she doesn't do something else, is talking to Miriam instead.
Yeah, I'm probably like walking near Mercedes, but kind of like just not like watching out, but just sort of like observing my surroundings. I think as we like trying to take my mind off of the walk. I think.
Okay. So long as no one pulls out a ukulele, I think everyone's happy, right? Yeah. So I think Miriam is happy to talk. Uh, Sid is, I don't know, needs to be told to stay away from that or don't go in there or whatever. But I think
Yeah,
she's gravitating towards Ree because, you are also young. The closest thing she has to um, an age appropriate friend in the group, this 19-year-old. So yeah, you reach the camp after a couple of hours, and it's busy. Like there are a bunch of new people. Like all the vehicles are kind of out. Um, there's some stuff being unloaded. There's a couple of hurt people, but it looks like or at least if you talk to someone, maybe you talk to Vanessa, who was like the sentry who met you last time. Uh, yeah, I think like she is guarding the gates um, with the dog. This is the famous Charlie finally makes an appearance. Wow, we had kind of given up on he when he hadn't come back. Glad you made it.
So are we.
The truck's a write-off, I guess, huh?
I mean, it's right off the road back there, but you can get it if you want. Might just take a little bit of pushing.
Necromancy, probably. Well, we'll see what we can do. And a couple of new people.
Yeah,
Nice.
this is, and I'll give them your name because Angie would remember them. I don't. Miriam and Sid.
Sid is the kid, yeah.
Yep.
Well, you know where to go. I'm sure if you bat your eyelids, you'll get a cup of Joe.
Ooh. Are you? Are folks here worried at all about what happens when the aliens show up here?
I can't say that we're not worried. Yeah.
What's your plan? Because they kind of showed up out of nowhere.
That's because you distracted them, right?
Right. I mean, it felt like it felt like they can get to where they want in pretty short order. And I don't imagine if they decided to come here that there would be a lot of time to prepare. What's the plan?
Well, the plan is to try to keep our heads down. It's not a great plan, I realize, but the amount of people we have here, we've got old people, sick people, kids. It's not easy to just move 100 people like that.
That's all the more reason why you should have roots, groups, organized things. Sometimes they just show up and then they trample all over town. And if you, at least, if you have some idea, if people have some idea where to go, where to regroup, instead of running around like headless chickens, might be useful.
Noted.
Or figure out how to defend yourselves. They do fall over.
Yeah, but then more of them come. It's a short-term solution.
Well, you really need to make a choice. You need to figure out how to move or how to fight. Because
Or
hiding
both.
work forever.
Yeah.
Well, I think Tio is, well, we have some weapons. He seems like he knows some people who can get some more. I think we'll be able to fight when the time comes, if the time comes.
It will.
Should still get some escape routes for those who can't find.
I'm going to see about that coffee.
I think when Angie starts moving toward the mess hall, Ree's gonna catch up, and with maybe Walker's there too. I don't know, maybe Mercedes is there too. And she turns to Angie and she says, "Are you trying to were you trying to recruit them for the caravan? Or are you just warning them?"
Just warning them. I mean, I don't know how sustainable a large caravan is. What do you think?
I don't know. Walker knows about this kind of stuff, I think.
I mean, I haven't been in a caravan going cross country, but I've been going cross country with people when there were no aliens. So that was already hard enough at times. But it, I don't know where we would be safe, you know,
well,
forever.
Mercedes, I'm sorry,
Mhm.
Miriam wants to bring she wants to bring her kid and I think go west with us. How do we feel about?
Is there room in Steve?
There's not a lot. I don't think there's a lot of room, Steve. We've got 4 people fit like okay.
Maybe
Can maybe make them squeeze them in, but it won't be very comfortable.
Donna, what are the like rules or implications for bringing, like for having followers, I guess, in the caravan, expanding the caravan?
You can get extra people in your caravan. You can always look for another car.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's rules for that. You get to basically inspect it to determine its pros and cons. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So you can pick up another car, no problem.
We would
Okay.
need a driver for the other car.
Yeah.
I think people can drive. They just
People
Yeah,
can't drive well.
probably yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Although I think if I get in advance, I'm going to take a dot. But Mercedes, I think let's pull Mercedes in.
She has been completely sidetracked by Charlie.
So
She is
yeah,
just focused on the dog right now.
I think Real take a knee next to Mercedes, maybe, and she's petting Charlie and giving him scritches, and says, "Mercedes, what do you think about Miriam and Sid joining us? If we can find another car down the line."
Oh. Um. Oh. I guess. I mean, if we've got another car, that's good. I mean, we'll probably move faster without them, I guess, but
You're right. They don't want to stay here. I don't know. I mean, if it was, Derek, fuck Derek, but these guys can't take care of themselves, I don't think.
I mean, maybe we shove him off on Derek? I mean, he at least knows how to use a spear. It's something he can teach the kid how to,
Okay.
I don't know, hand-to-hand combat. Seems
Yeah.
like kind of his thing.
Okay. I just wanted to check in and see what your thoughts were. So,
Yeah.
that's
Did
okay.
somebody say coffee?
Yeah, there's coffee. Coffee over the mess hall.
Okay. Bye, Charlie. You're a good boy. I love you. And she'll try to open join us.
I mean, we can look out if they have a car that we could use or side, maybe I don't know, something that we could attach to Steve, like a hanger or something.
I think so. So Ree, I think, is going to drop that because the sense that she got from Mercedes was that Mercedes was not interested in
Okay.
getting slowed down by a couple of extra people, which makes sense, but she's not going to pursue it.
Okay. I think Walker's not exactly ready to drop it if that kid wants to go somewhere else. So might start looking around if there is an option that we can present that won't slow us down. We're not in a real hurry, right? We're not on a time scale. So
I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be in Montana in winter.
yeah, okay, that's a good point.
The whole trip is going to be in winter. I will warn you.
Yeah, but
Oh no.
also, I mean, I don't think they will slow us down like weeks. That might be days if we have to
Yeah.
take care a little of them, but I don't think it's gonna be so like we won't be snowed in because we have a kid with us. I think Walker wants to go and see if he can find something, you know.
Yeah. So usually, right, when we're talking about finding cars, and it's like on the side of the road or abandoned, right? I guess
Mhm.
most of the cars here are in use, but
Yeah.
maybe they just use them all. Maybe there's cars around that are no longer claimed, that just got
Mhm.
used for the big transfer of people. So yeah, why there's probably a couple of cars here which you might need to ask around
Mhm.
if there's any spare, right, that you can borrow if you're bringing extra people.
Yeah.
That might count as against part of your payment, right?
Yeah, I mean, I want to see if we have options that I can
Yeah.
then present to the rest of them. I don't want to make this choice by myself, but I'm not quite ready to let this go.
Okay. So, um, inspecting a vehicle, blah,
Oh
blah,
God.
blah. You inspect it to determine pros and cons, small
Mhm.
conveniences or inconveniences that make a vehicle unique, such as we did for Steve.
Mhm.
So the first thing that you do is roll to see if there's anything good about it. You're rolling a d6. Higher is better.
Let's see about that. That's a 4. Wow.
So it has one pro.
Okay. Nice.
A 1, 2, or 3 would have seen it with none.
Hmm. Okay.
And then the next question is anything busted? Uh,
Probably.
and it is more or less the same. High is good.
Anyone else want to roll for this car? No? Okay. Still a 4.
4. So that is 2 cons.
Mhm.
And then we're gonna roll to see what those pros and cons are, just like we did
Mhm.
before.
Right.
So we're gonna roll 1d6 for the pro.
Mhm.
Uh, and this is just a flat roll, so it's just a pro.
Rolling for the pro, it's a 1. It's not a big pro. Pro, I think.
No, it's just a table, so it's not high or low.
Okay.
Automatic doors that you can open or close remotely.
Ooh.
That might be useful.
Cool. Yeah. And I rolled 2 for the cons, right?
So you roll 1 to see if it's a major or minor, and then
Okay.
another one.
There's a lot of
So
rolling.
you can roll 2d6
I'm rolling
together, and then
2d6. There we go. Oh, wow. This is not great.
so that is a major issue,
Mhm.
and it has bad brakes.
Oh, fuck. That in winter, that is.
Sometimes you need to stop, but you don't stop.
Yeah, that
Um,
might actually be a deal breaker.
okay, and the other we plan on stopping anyway. The other con, you do the same, 2d6.
Okay. 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 Wow, good roll.
So it's a minor issue, which is malfunctioning sensors. So, like, if you rely on that dashboard thingy to tell you about oil, gas, mileage, speed, whatever you might find useful,
Yeah, I
nope.
know why they don't want that thing. Ah,
So that's your that's an average car.
yeah,
I don't know if this car gets a name,
probably
but
not.
probably not.
Yeah, but I will go over to gather up everybody who has a coffee. They might be in a better mood now. So, and I will tell them that I found a car that we might have to take Miriam and Sid along with us. However, it's got some major issues, like the brakes are a little busted. It's not great
Do you
brakes.
think this is like a compact or another off-roader or like a people mover? What do you think?
Some kind of sedan or something. Prius.
Yeah, so I guess we'll call it a compact,
Mm.
which would take 5 people. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
I mean, we would have a spare car. That might be the thing, right?
I think
Yeah.
Ree is just sitting and listening to Walker, but she's
Mhm.
looking at Mercedes and Angie to see what their reaction is.
Are the 3 still not talking around this little picnic table?
I think Mercedes has thought a bit since she has gotten coffee. Uh, and I think she's fairly short, and she's sort of kicking her legs as she sits there. And every so often, she'll sort of like glance at Angie and glance away.
Yeah, I think Angie is like ready to make conversation, but like recognizes that that is maybe not wanted, and so is like expending effort to not.
I mean, if we got a second car, we got to get fuel for it. Have some more people to feed.
More people to find food.
I mean, maybe.
I mean,
Walker, are we gonna pick up every single kid we meet?
I don't know. Probably not. I know we can't, but I don't know. You know what? You decide. I'm too tired. I'm too wired. And he walks off and that says, okay, you decide that.
Mercedes looks over at Angie and says, well, what do you think?
I don't mind having more people around as long as they can take care of themselves.
We?
Well, I feel like I said my piece, but I don't think that I don't think we want to take anything on unless everyone agrees. So I think we should just and she looks at Angie and she says, I think we should just Mercedes is right. Let's just leave them here.
Do you think they'll be safe?
We got them to a safer place.
Safer, yeah.
I mean, it's probably going to be more dangerous out on the road with us.
I mean, especially with Walker, kind of the way he is. You know, I feel like he's kind of unpredictable. I mean, he's our friend, right? We're not going to leave him, but we're also adults and we're signing up for this, you know?
Yeah.
I think he's kind of messed up inside.
Who is
Well,
it?
that'll make 1, 2, 3, 4 of us. So what we can tell him, what we can tell him no?
Let's all tell them together, I guess.
I don't think he can act rational around kids. I mean, I think it just I think it sets him off, man.
Maybe we should talk to the kid and like if the kid wants to stay, Walker's not going to make him, right?
It's not. I don't think it's his choice. Is it? It's his
But
mom, right?
yeah, but it'll be easier for Walker to not take someone who doesn't want to go.
Okay. Well, what if he
Okay.
says he wants to go?
Then we keep him away from Walker and don't let him know.
Then why ask?
Oh, don't tell me actually either way. Once you have that information, I think I should not know it.
What's that
Great.
supposed to mean?
I mean, you,
Plausible deniability. Yeah.
Bree, I can't lie. I mean, I can try, but I'm just, every time I do, it just goes bad.
Yeah, she
Okay.
definitely can't.
Do you remember with Derek? Ugh.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
Okay, I'll go talk to Sid.
All right. Good luck.
Is it okay if I come along?
Yeah.
I'll just listen in.
I'm gonna go see if I can find Charlie again. The dog
Okay.
Charlie, not the random guy.
Yes. Let's take a break. We've gone a little bit over, but
Yeah.
yeah. So we've been faffing around a lot with the travel phase, right? Doing scenes, but not actually actions. Um, which is, how you get to do stuff, which I guess are kind of downtime actions, right? From a Forged in the Dark aspect. So let's do those now. I think it's kind of um, fictionally appropriate, given that you have kind of already scouted out a possible vehicle. So you also have the chance to recover, resupply, work on a project, work on a vehicle. Um, and you can also lie low, except your noise is not very high, right? So let me read this out. During each travel phase, the caravan must take 3 travel actions total, not per player. When travelers are injured or supplies are running low, having only 3 actions can feel limiting. The caravan can do an additional travel action by spending 1 supply or 1 fuel. In addition, each passenger grants +1d to a single gambit roll made during the travel phase. Before you roll, describe which passenger is helping you and how. So, people who hang around with you are sometimes useful. Um, so they're not dead weight entirely. Um, so here are the list of the actions. Lie low, which means up to 2 travelers can roll an appropriate gambit to be more stealthily on the road or cover up your tracks. You can remove 1 noise for each traveler who rolled a 6. No one is hurt, so recover is not going to be useful for you. Resupply. Up to 3 travelers can roll an appropriate gambit to obtain what you need in this region. For each 6 the travelers roll, gain 1 supply or 1 fuel. I guess shopping around, right? You can work on a project. So you can propose a project. Um, uh, so we'll create a clock for it, and 2 travelers can make gambit rolls against it. And I guess it's a separate category, probably because it's so important, which is work on a vehicle. When you begin working on a vehicle, choose its modification clock or repair clock. So you'll see for Steve there is repair and mods. So these are just like clocks. Um, you can if you have wear, you can reduce it with repair. Mods allows you to try to get rid of a con or give yourself a new pro. So does anyone have any thoughts on what they would like to do? But remember, it's 3 of these actions for the whole group. So, it's not like individually you get to choose what you do, but it's more of a group discussion.
Are these meant to be like kind of fictionally undertaken while we're traveling now from White Mountain to the next location?
Yeah, so like in between,
Detours?
basically in between detours, you get to do
Okay.
stuff. But you can also say like, hey, we're at this camp. There's loads of stuff around. There's an opportunity to do stuff. So fictionally, you know, you're in the travel phase, even if you're not really traveling right now.
So I think everybody's good on harm, right?
Yep. We maybe should try to do something with our car, and maybe we should try to get some supplies.
Agree. Can we do one of those twice, Donna?
I don't see any reason why not.
And we are getting some supplies from the folks we helped, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're getting 3 supply as your payment for helping them,
Mhm.
which also means everyone should mark heroism for aiding a faction. Now, if you kind of decide, like it was 3 supply, or the truck. The truck is no longer on the table. I guess this other car you were looking at, I don't know.
Oh, no. If we're not taking these 2 people, Miriam and the girl, I think Walker would tell her about the car, that she could have it. We don't need another car.
Yeah.
And maybe
Okay.
she can do her own stuff there.
They
So
can deal with the brakes. Yeah.
So yeah, you can resupply as many times as you want.
I mean, up to 3 times, right?
Yeah, as many times as you want inside that 3 action limit. Or you can just say, oh, let's resupply, see what we roll, and then maybe we can go back if needs be, right? If you roll a bunch of 6s, then there's no point in wasting other actions, right?
It would be nice to get those tires fixed.
So yeah, so working on a vehicle would be basically rig and repair. I guess, or maybe fictionally speaking, you could um, explain getting a new part, right? But it's still filling out a clock to kind of get rid of your con.
How many thingies does the clock have? Does this can we know that?
The clock for mods is 4.
4. Okay. That's sounds doable. Okay. So maybe we start with supplies to see where we're at before we do anything else.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So up to 3 travelers roll an appropriate gambit to obtain what you need in this region. So I guess and again, you can try different approaches. You don't all need to do the same thing. I don't know. Maybe Ree is going to sneak around and steal stuff. Uh, and maybe Angie is just going to convince people to give her the thing.
That's where I'm going. I think I'm just gonna try and ask if anyone has anything to spare. I think we'll start with that.
Who else is going to get involved in this supply run?
I'll spend 1 heroism on that roll as well. So,
I feel like Mercedes might be good at foraging, right? Like looking at plants and being like, well, I know this kills goats, so probably not good for humans.
So this sounds like, do science will allow you to, find, dig up a bunch of mushrooms or, whatever it is, right?
But that means we have 2 people doing the supply thing, and then we don't have 1 action left. Is that correct?
No. So
Oh, okay. Okay.
resupply is 1 action, and up to 3 of you can
Oh,
get involved in
okay.
this.
Okay. I see. Cool.
So you could be rolling like, I guess in theory, 12 dice, right? To
Okay, yeah, then we should try to do on the best.
uh,
I don't
and
think
Mark,
my
your
things are
nerdnet
education.
passengers, you're not
We don't
bringing
have any.
Sid and
Yeah.
Miriam, so
Yeah. So I was just putting that out there for people to so if we do end up picking people up along the way, then they're going to have the benefit of giving us some pluses to our rolls. But yeah, Ree will search and survey as part of this if that works.
yeah, yeah. Looking for discarded stuff or whatever. So, and the third, sorry, Mercedes is doing science, Re is
Science.
search and surveying, and Angie is talking it out. Okay,
Mhm.
so you can each roll whatever dice those are. You can spend, it's just a normal gambit roll, so you can spend heroism if you have heroism to burn, and you're looking for sixes.
I got a 4.
2 3.
There we go.
Nice.
Spend
So it's
heroism.
1 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is either fuel or supply. And sorry, while we're at it, we are going to mark in 3 extra supply, which is what the fishermen are giving you in return for your help.
Seems like fuel, huh?
So where do you think you pick up, a fuel can, or like siphon off something from that beat up
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking
Prius
of.
that you are not bringing with you or whatever it is?
Uh, yeah, since that's pretty much abandoned. Actually, you know what? They're yeah, we'll do that. That's where the fuel comes from.
But mark that in. Do you think Mark, like, does Angie hit a brick wall, or is like things are already accounted for, or what do
I
people
think
know
there's,
that they've already given you stuff for your help?
yeah, there's just not anything else to spare. Like they would love to, but they just can't.
Yeah. And I think also like maybe Vanessa has mentioned the kind of misgivings about just hunkering down, and maybe
Mm.
like people are a bit more worried than they were since the highs of rescuing all these people, right?
Mm.
And Mercedes, what's your
So we
science
said
is
it's
failing you?
early winter, right?
Yeah, yeah.
She comes back with like this pile of sticks and was like, if any of these had leaves on them, I could identify them, but I don't know that this is gonna work, actually. I hmm. And she sort of like chucks them in a pile of kindling that someone has.
What was Mercedes hoping for, like making bark tea, or what was her plan?
Yeah, I think she was looking for I don't know if this grows that far north, but I think she was looking for spice bush, which is a particularly delicious. You can use the bark, you can use the leaves, you can use the seeds, and she was hoping she could make some seasoning packets to share, since I imagine stuff's getting pretty bland right around now, um, and just absolutely whiffed it. Not able. Well, she found some stuff. She's just not sure if it's the right stuff, and she's not going to give people random sticks.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, what's next on your list? What's Walker up to?
I don't know, fixing the car maybe. However, he would try to do that because I don't know if driving is helping here. Being able to drive.
Um,
I
yeah,
mean,
so I guess you can start. So it says when a traveler. So I think this is
mm,
you. So I guess the question is this something where drive a car would allow you to do it. So it's like basic maintenance, or maybe just like changing tires, right?
Yeah, changing tires, right?
Um,
Something like that. That would be the start here, or at
yeah.
least figuring out what the tire. If everybody's okay with fixing the car as our second action. Okay.
Okay. So let's make it a drive a car roll.
Okay.
With a view to like finding tires that actually fit the car you have.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a clock, so maybe you find 2 out of the 4 right here,
Oh,
and then
that's
later,
that.
further down the road, you find the other 2, right? And we get rid of those bold tires. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah,
But I'm
so
still looking for 6s, right?
still, um, you're still looking for 6s. I'm not sure. Um,
Tell me before I roll.
This is closer to normal blade stuff. Let me just check.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we have a lot of storage, and we're not using it.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so when you roll a 4 to a 5 adds 1 tick, a 6 adds
Oh,
2.
okay.
So it is, yeah,
Okay.
it is like normal blades
Okay.
clocks.
Cool.
So
Okay.
clocks rules are split across
Okay.
a couple of pages.
I'm spending a heroism, and let's see how that goes. Wow. Okay. That is actually a good roll.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is 3. So I think you're so close to having a full set, but
Wow.
not quite.
Huh. How many people can do this? Is that just one traveler, or?
So this is one action. So it's, yeah, so for upgrading the car, for fixing the car, it's like a single traveler.
Okay.
But like there's nothing to say you can't try
Mm-hmm.
again.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mark, you had a question. Sorry. So
I'm just wondering, do we need to spend this token before we leave the region, or when we're like farther out west in Montana in winter, are we going to be able to spend that White Mountain token?
well,
The
some
fisherman
factions
token?
exist across multiple regions, others do not.
Okay.
I would say this militia do not. You know, they
Okay.
are definitely local.
So with that in mind, folks, looking at the caravan sheet under the factions column, we have 1 token we can spend kind of before we leave the region if we want for them for one of these things. Cache of faction specific items. I'm assuming fish.
Well, I think sure. Trolling equipment would definitely be something, but they are also like a militia and are arming up. So if you said, "Oh, can we get our hands on a weapon?"
Yeah.
They might um, spend the token, get the thing, right?
More ammo for Ree.
Does somebody else must be able to do a fighting thing too, right? What's the fighting thing called? Fight under pressure.
Quite under pressure, yes.
So I think that Walker has a sledgehammer.
Yes, he does. It's a very big one.
Mercedes. I mean, T, would Mercedes take some kind of weapon if we put it into her hands?
Yeah, she would.
Okay.
She does have one dot and fight under pressure.
So it feels like we should complement our sanitary wipes with some kind of weapon.
You mean the something slightly faster acting than sepsis?
Maybe we should get you some unsanitary wipes. So hit him with that.
I come back in 2 to 4 weeks, and that leg will have fallen off.
TBD if it works against aliens.
Yeah. For the science.
Maybe an axe or something?
Do you see Mercedes going hand to hand with someone instead of using a ranged weapon?
She does not have the ability to use a ranged weapon particularly well. She is much better. Because I mean,
Oh,
she's
okay.
a large animal
Okay.
vet, right? So used to like
Oh, okay. Yeah.
manhandling cows and whatnot.
Though I will say, if you are up close and personal, fight under pressure still works, right? If you are like shooting from the hip at someone who's a yard away, it is fight under pressure.
I mean,
Anyway,
worse.
Go ahead, please. T.
Oh, I was just gonna say, if anyone, I don't think it's a particularly good weapon, but if anyone had like scalpels or any sort of dissection equipment hanging around, theoretically, she could use it as a weapon.
Let's do that. Let's do that
I
then.
love the idea of
Yeah.
a scalpel on a stick.
Oh, tranquilizer guns may be interesting.
I do not think those are in high demand.
Okay.
Maybe when you raid a veterinary hospital
Okay.
or a vet clinic or whatever.
Some sort of abandoned zoo.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Oh, I love the idea of raiding an abandoned zoo.
I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine. We've got a vet with us.
So there is in the general inventory, there is a crossbow. There is a utility knife or a skinning knife, which are both, up close and personal weapons. Although the utility knife is obviously a little bit more of a tool.
I like the skinning knife. I mean, we also may have to do some hunting, right?
Mhm.
So it's
Yeah.
practical.
I mean, putting a knife into someone's body, it will ruin their day, probably.
The famous words which we'll misappropriate, no matter how fearsome the alien, a utility knife in the back will surely trump their style.
How big are these aliens? I mean, we had one that was 100 feet tall. I feel like a knife might not be the super effective there.
No.
But are there smaller ones?
Well, the ones that shot at you, right? The ones in the hovercraft.
Yeah. Yeah, how big were they?
They were, big, but still, like human-ish sized, right? They were not like a cave troll.
Oh, they have a cave troll.
The lobster people, the lobster aliens.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
So this doesn't count as an action. This is just we've gone off on a tangent on how to spend this token, right? Which is fine.
Sorry about that. We're just finishing up Walker's situation, I think.
Yeah. I guess the question was, for your third action, did you want to basically scrounge for that final spare tire to get rid of those bowl tires altogether? Because like any attempt at this action, no matter how poorly you roll, will get you that final tick.
Okay, can you remind me how many ticks you get for what roll?
Yeah, a 1 to 3 will get you 1 tick, a 4
Okay.
5, 2 ticks, a 6 3, and
But
critical.
then my roll And I use the highest one, right? Okay, I forgot
yeah.
it. Yes. Okay, yeah, sorry.
No worries.
But it's worth rolling because if we get a crit, then will we get an added benefit?
Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I did that wrong. No, I'm wrong. It is 1 to 3 is no ticks. Okay. I don't know how I misread that 5 minutes ago. So you're on 2 ticks, right? For your 6. Sorry. So critical success is 3 ticks. My reading faculties are abandoning me. So I guess it's not quite the sure thing then. Still might be worth doing because then at least you set yourself up for a good chance next time out. Or maybe you want to do something different.
I think give it a shot.
Yeah.
So you taking the lead on this one, Angie, then talking it out with someone, looking for, we're so close, we just need an extra.
Yeah, we just need one tire. Like we just need one of your tires. You can have 4 good tires and 1 bad tire. It'll be fine for you. We just need to fix this up.
Sure. Okay.
And I will spend a heroism on that as well.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's a 5.
So 1 tick. So you get, you're on 3 out of 4 basically, but
Okay.
Still that con is there.
Can
Now
I
we could
spend the heroism to increase harm where harm is effectiveness there?
Ooh.
Or is that just
So
for fighting?
Harm is just harm because usually harm is flat for your weapon, right? So like
Okay, so you can't use it to
your
increase effect.
your hammer. But let me just read the full. Yes, it is just on harm.
Okay.
But if we wanted to spend a supply, we could do one now to get an additional action and thus finish the.
Yeah, so you can spend fuel or supply to give yourself an extra travel action.
Where's
That's
this
supply, right?
clock?
It's in the mods
Oh,
section.
I see it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Thanks. I don't know. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, I'd rather have good tires than not good tires.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah, we're looking at a good amount of supply, so yeah, let's do it. Who's gonna do the action?
So who's yeah, I guess Walker and Angie have both had a go at finding tires. Is
Really want to
Mercedes?
scrap.
Are we gonna do it? What do we think?
I suggested it, so I think that T should do it.
All right. I'm gonna spend a heroism. I'm gonna use rig and repair. And I think we found one that's like kind of work, and she's gonna try and make it actually work. We'll see.
Cool.
That's a 4.
Nice enough.
Phew. So you no longer have bolt tires. And I'll reset that mods clock to 0.
Cool.
So
I think if
yeah.
we go over a certain speed, there's a definite ka-tunk, 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 ka-tunk kind of quality to the one that doesn't quite match.
Okay, outstanding.
But we're keeping the snow chains, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's all good.
Okay.
And actually, there's a little note in that because snow chains are actually a listed mod.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they give you +1 die when driving over snow and ice and that kind of stuff.
That's useful.
Indeed. Okay, so I guess ready for the next detour. You guys looking for something specific, or I could just throw something at you? Are there zoos in rural Maine? I'm sure there are, right?
Probably. Maybe a private zoo run by some
Yeah, there's no
formerly
way they're AZA accredited.
formerly owned by some asshole billionaire or something like that.
Mark, what do you think? Is there anything that comes to mind that would be a good sortie for us?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Hmm.
Is there something we could
That's
do?
the whole region, right? Let me take a look at the map again. Yeah, so if we're in the Fog Coast still, that means we're probably going down to like Massachusetts-ish. So, I mean, Boston definitely has an aquarium.
Well, yeah, except the last time it was discussed, you were heading like west.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
still southwest. Yeah.
Here's a
Um,
thought.
Yeah,
Since
but both ways
we
are going to take us through there.
since we put that town into harm's way, and we're also trying to protect White Mountain,
Mhm.
we could do something that is a strike against the alien presence in the area to
Mm.
kind of slow down their influence here. Just a thought.
Would mean that we would have to figure out where to strike, right? I mean, just blindly going and hitting the next alien, probably not a good idea, but we could maybe ask the White Mountain folks where that might be useful if we're trying to do something like that.
But what are some other anybody have some other general thoughts on a detour?
Mm. Yeah, if we're just going west, there's not a lot until we hit.
We're still far coast, right?
yes. So the detour will not take you out of the region.
Right.
You can always go to Stephen King's home in Bangor. That might be somewhere on the road in half an hour.
I guess the other direction.
Okay. That is
I mean,
I don't know that much of the geography of the United States. But
I mean,
yeah.
there's Lake, and I don't know if this is how you pronounce it, Champlain.
Yeah. There's a Champy. There's a Loch Ness monster in there, supposedly.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Which might be frozen.
Which might be, yeah.
Why take a detour when you can drive across the frozen ice?
Lake Winnipesaukee.
And since we don't have bubble tires anymore and snow
Right.
chains.
Good time.
Ooh, maybe we should get warmer clothing.
I mean, if we want to go through the Burlington coat factory, we can.
I mean,
Okay. Yeah. I mean, sounds fair. Does someone in the car have like a Burlington Coat Factory branded coat, which everyone else is envious of? Is that where this comes from?
I don't know about envious.
Maybe
I
we should
mean,
look for an
Murderous?
REI or something. I'm sure that's been stripped
Yeah.
out though.
Something that's not a retail discount.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that Walker has outdoorsy clothes. Probably nothing too fancy though. Nothing that would evoke any kind of jealousy. So we're going to look for coats now.
Yeah, let's go look for some.
Okay,
Let's go shopping.
cool.
Donna, put together a shopping expedition detour for us.
So there's
I'm
a
not.
mini game. There's a mini game that we can play for
Okay.
that, right? Shopping montage,
Oh, nice.
which I haven't prepared for. Um, no, I'll just take the Mountains of Madness chapter, which might take 2 or 3 sessions if memory serves me correctly, for Call of Cthulhu. Okay. So yeah, it's a good drive, right? Um, Heading west, um, down these country roads, right? What's the chatter like?
There probably is room for a dog in here. I mean, we've got all this storage space.
I think if Ree
So
hears
is like there's a blanket in the middle of the back, and like 5 miles down the road, a Charlie-shaped snout sticks out from under the blanket. Is that what you're saying?
It starts whining quietly.
Or is this just wishful thinking?
I think this is more wishful thinking. I think Mercedes is opening the door to the conversation.
I think if we don't have room for, I mean, if we don't have room for a kid, we don't have room for a dog.
Dogs are way more trouble than kids.
Yeah.
Hasn't been my experience, but I'll defer to you, Angie.
I mean, neither of them will brush their teeth without being reminded to 7 times before bedtime, right?
True. Dogs are probably cheaper too.
They do not insist on going to college, dogs, in my experience.
Oh, yeah.
I think Ree leans forward and she like moves the dials on the radio, which don't do anything. And then she kind of like slams her hand into it and she says, we gotta fix this radio. We should have done that instead of the tires.
It's hard to argue with, but yeah.
Oh, hey, though, Angie, why don't you play some ukulele for us?
You've been learning. Why don't you play something?
Okay, cool.
It's good practice.
So you said it's called you said this one's called sleep with one eye open, clutching your pillow. What was it called again? Oh, enter Sandman. Yeah, okay, cool. All right.
Yeah, that has a few more chords than I think but you can give it a shot.
I'm gonna try though. Here we go. There's no stopping the sound, the noise. How long until Walker gets irritated?
Walker is irritated all the time right now. So
that's his secret.
no, that's not a secret. He is irritated right now with all of you, but he's like, okay, fine. I'm driving these people to the west, and then let's see.
Hey, I'm getting pretty good, Angie. You're right. Thanks. No, you do one.
I'm just gonna play some Ramones, I think. Just like back to the 2 cards.
There you go.
I mean, Walker is fantasizing about just smashing that thing. Maybe a
I'm gonna add a
dog.
line.
At some point, he would say, maybe a dog wouldn't be such a bad idea.
Sing along.
Yeah. Sure.
I added a line to safety for harm to the ukulele, just FYI.
Okay.
You were sailing very close to the wind there, Mark, but it's safe now. But now that applies to the aliens, not just to your fellow travelers, right?
You're right. I'll remove it.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just, reminding myself.
I'm just kidding anyway. Do you want to take the break?
Yeah, let's take 5 minutes now, and then we will pick up proper on the detour. Okay. So, arriving rather in Burlington on the shores of Lake Champlain. So, what do you think? You're going straight to, is this like an actual factory, or is this like your retail space, or tell me more, Mark.
That's the name of a chain of discounts.
Okay.
But I imagine there is something in Burlington there.
Yeah. Well, it'd be a shame not to, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, let's say there's like a big ass discount store on like the waterfront of this frozen lake
downtown. Oh yeah, there's a marina there and everything.
Yeah. There's a big cat. Yeah, I think this place is a little bit overgrown, let's say, right? There's kind of ivy and moss, frosty though it is, kind of almost overgrowing everything in like if no one touched normal ivy and left it grow in a building, it would not have gotten this far in a year, right?
Huh.
So like a lot of moss, a lot of this ivy stuff. On closer look, I think Mercedes, you will see, um, maybe it's just not a species you're familiar with, but it could be alien plant life.
I think she's going to take the time-honored tack of poking it with a stick to see what happens.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, it doesn't, attack you or anything. It just gets poked. But maybe some harmonization with alien stuff might be a thing to do. So unless you're spending heroism, which will give you 1 die, you're going to roll 2 and take the lower result, given that you don't have any dots.
I think she might actually call someone else over. I think she'll be like, "Hey, Angie Walker, have you ever seen anything like this?"
Hard to say.
No, I haven't seen anything like that before.
I mean, I feel like I would have heard if like this was already an abandoned city.
wish cell phones would still work. Then I could use an app, but they don't, so I can't. I think Walker will take us a bit of an interest in that plan. Look it over, harmonize if necessary.
Okay. So are you poking it or just trying to?
I'm not touching a plan that I don't know.
Mercedes will hand you her poking stick.
Yeah, poking it with a stick, right?
There are mushrooms, when you poke them, they shoot out spores. So, nope. But I can harmonize with it without poking it, hopefully, just by smelling it, which would be spores. Brilliant. Well, anyway, I'll try. I try my best. But I'm not spending heroism. I'm just, probably rolling a 1 or something like that. No, I'm rolling a 4. Look at that.
Yeah, this is definitely alien. I think what you kind of can almost make out is that maybe originally this was an earthbound species, but it has been kind of subverted or attached to by some alien mossy thing.
Like
Um,
a parasite or symbiont or something like that.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Hmm.
And I think maybe you get a sense that it could also do this to, an animal or a person. But this one has arrived at a nice piece of ivy and kind of it's surged its growth to make best use of the surroundings.
Okay, that's not ominous at all. Ominous at all. That's whatever that is. Spore, alien spore. Hey, it's taking over this plant, which probably an actual ivy. Could probably try to take over. I don't know. A toad, a fox, a person.
I guess don't stand still for too long.
I mean, if it could do animals and plants, I mean, maybe it could do like viruses, bacteria, stuff like that. She's backing away.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's already too late. I'm sorry. That was
Thanks, Walker.
yeah, that was a bit of a downer, but
it didn't seem to
And
climb Mercedes poking stick like the crystalline stuff that was climbing Ree's rifle or anything, right?
it did not.
Okay, good. Just so I know.
yeah,
Um,
we'd need a microscope to figure out how dangerous this actually is, and we don't have a microscope. I don't think we do. But if this alien stuff can take over Earth plants, and if it does so aggressively, well, not saying it, but
Saying what?
invasive species were a problem when they were just Earth plants. Because sometimes invasive species will supplant the original plant or wildlife.
Christ, Walker. Thanks for the pep talk here.
Walker walks
as you're
off.
as you're having this conversation, a red light shines right onto you from behind. It's like a big ass, like it catches all four of you and like another, 10 meters either side of you from behind.
I think Ree'll try to like whirl around and duck down to see what it is.
But yeah, there's this great beam of red light pointing at you, and then slowly it kind of angles down and it kind of disappears. but you can kind of see off in the distance, there's like a source of that, which is like slowly rotating down to point at the lake.
Is it some kind of beacon?
Can we see what's causing it?
Yeah, I mean, like somewhere out in the lake, which there's um, in the distance, you can't see anything really. It's hard to see that far out. It kind of disappears into the murk, into the snowy, not quite blizzard, but the light snow. You want to go investigate?
I think so.
Mercedes is standing very still and very quietly whispering bones to herself.
Walker, what do you think?
What I think about the light that's shining at the lake.
Should we check
Right.
it out?
Like, I don't think we should leave it unchecked. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's check it out. Let's take the car, maybe.
Yeah.
So it's like out on the lake it's coming from.
Oh.
So but you can drive out there because it's frozen,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah. And we have
There's
snow.
no way you're taking a detour around this lake with your snow chains and all that.
A detour around it on a detour.
I mean, it's a fair detour. I don't know how long this lake is, but it looks long. No, a lowercase d detour.
Mhm.
We know what we mean. So yeah, I guess you find a boat slipway, right, to drive down onto the ice.
Mhm.
Um, I think it's still gonna require a roll to get out here. You're getting
Okay.
+1 on your drive due to your snow chains. Yay.
Yay.
Um,
Hey. Stink. No, I don't have that. I'll do that right now. I don't think choosing violence is a good option right now, so I won't. I'm just rolling. Come on, dice. Yeah, there's a 6. Look at that.
nice. So, I mean, how treacherous is this, and how easy does Walker make this seem?
I mean, it's a lake, which is good because it's flat and it's very, very slippery, but with snow chains. And yeah, and Walker knows how to brake. He will caution people when you get out of the car, be careful, otherwise you'll fall on your ass.
And obviously, you don't have headlights, so you're not like piercing the snow flurry. And then you like suddenly, almost out of nowhere, it's a good job you're not in the car with no working brakes. You see this kind of long, low structure, and it takes you a while to realize what it is. It's a lighthouse on its side. And I don't know, you're a long way from wherever this lighthouse would have been originally, so probably do not want to think about how it got here. Um, and at this stage, the light on this lighthouse turns around again, and kind of you're not in its path, but you can see that red light just swoop around.
Does it look like?
Is
So
it no, go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
the lighthouse was not here before. Is what does the bottom part look like? Is it like still? Did it come with the batch of ground that it was in, or does it look like it was like torn off?
So it looks like jagged bricks at the bottom of it, as if it was like, well, torn out maybe or smashed into by something and then fell over and either was propelled or like slid or something like that. Um, that's a lot of force to basically cut through the base of a lighthouse.
Try to
We should get out of
scavenge it.
here. What do you mean? Whatever did this, it could still be here. We should leave. We should leave.
Okay. Yeah.
Just one question. There's nobody in there, right? Because you can live in the lighthouse, and especially if it's on site.
Well, people live in lighthouses.
Yeah.
Not usually. Usually they have like a house alongside, but there could be someone in it right now.
Mm.
It seems unlikely that they would have survived if they were in it when it got
Yeah.
thrown.
Yeah.
But it's been here for a while. It's not like this
Mm.
didn't happen yesterday or 5 minutes ago.
Kind of
So it
surprising.
seems unlikely, but
Yeah.
it's not impossible.
It's weird that it's still working.
It is weird that it's still working.
That might mean that it has a battery or something someone could use, you know, some kind of power source. And I doubt that whoever threw this is still around, but probably would have noticed that.
Check out.
Now, this is lying on the ice, or is it sunk in the ice, or how is that?
It's mostly on the ice, but it
Mm.
has kind of sunk a little bit.
Okay.
So like I don't know, the bottom like 4 or 6 inches are kind of have been refrozen over.
Mhm.
How far away are we from it?
I mean, how far away do you want to be?
I think
Further away than anyone else, obviously, is the answer we give.
Sabine, what were you saying there?
I was wondering because that might mean that the lighthouse is lying on land, right? Because this is a lake and it isn't frozen the whole year through. And if it's been here a while, then I mean, even if it had been frozen, throw a lighthouse at an ice shut on a lake, it would break through,
Mm.
right? Or it should break through. That's what I'm saying.
In a reasonable world, you might assume that there's like shoals or rocks just
Mhm.
below the surface here, and
Yeah.
those are supporting the weight. But who knows what makes
Yes.
sense in this world anymore?
Yeah, I mean, maybe the aliens, that maybe this is alien art, and they just very gently put it down here because they thought it was funny.
Hmm. Um,
I'm gonna go check it out.
Mhm.
Real step out of the truck. Careful, following Walker's advice to not
Right.
slip.
Yeah, I think Walker wants to look at that himself. Hence the keys probably to Angie if she doesn't want to come.
I guess I'll come. Yeah.
Mercedes, are
Want to be here
you
by myself?
He looks
locking
back
the
at
doors?
Mercedes, if there's some like technology or something in there, something that we can use, it'd be useful if you were with us. You have a knack for it.
And she is breathing rapidly, and I think she'll just reach out and grab your hand and be like, distal phalanges, intermediate phalanges, proximal phalanges. Continues whispering bones.
Why don't you hold on to the back of my coat?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Coats don't have bones.
So yeah, I guess you can go in right at the base, or maybe the door is still there.
Maybe we should
Uh,
just go to the light part
Mhm. Yeah.
Look
instead
at
of going all
that.
the way through the.
yeah. So you get there, and there's a typical kind of walkway around there. I guess this is old. Would have been automated eventually, but still kind of set up for maintenance and all that kind of stuff. So there's a walkway which you can just climb up to the hatch that will go in towards it. And obviously, this is really bright now, um, and yeah, this red light is slowly rotating. So you can hear the mechanism, but you can also hear some kind of um, reading, let's call it, some kind of songbird inside.
Hmm.
Uh, and along with the singing, you can kind of, now that you're up close and personal, you can see the colors slightly change on the light.
Oh, oh,
Still red, but
Yeah.
it's shifting to one side of that part of the spectrum and
If
back.
it's varying based on the sound of the song bird.
That would seem like what's happening.
Okay. Mercedes, you recognize that bird sound? You know anything about birds?
Yeah, it's uh hmm. This is out of her sort of usual space. I'm trying to decide if I should roll to decide whether or not she knows what the bird is or if it's important.
I can tell you. So you're gonna have to get out of the car and follow them, right? Or have
Yeah,
you
she's
decided?
holding on to Ree's coat.
Oh, okay, okay. Um, I thought that was a please don't leave me. And then we just leave you.
She did allow herself to be coaxed.
Okay. So, uh, yeah, this is not a bird. This is an alien thing. Sorry, it's an alien bird. It's an alien songbird, sure.
mhm.
And I think, if the if the light is not shining at you, you can probably get a look at it.
Yeah.
I mean, do you like clamber up to the hatch to look in properly? Uh, or are you going to do this via proxy with one of the others describing what they see if they climb up?
Yeah, I don't think she could get herself to do that right now. Maybe if Walker like physically picked her up and moved her. But uh, I don't think it's a bird.
Okay. Um,
We should look at it, whatever it is.
yeah.
And I might step forward to do that, look at it, whatever that is.
Yeah, so you see perched on the kind of railing that goes around the mechanism inside
Mhm.
this colorful winged reptile.
Oh,
Uh, about the size of a crow. It has bioluminescent feathers, which are mostly red right now, but you can see they're also kind of shifting color.
yeah. Look at it, say to it, yeah, you're also invasive. My kid would have loved you. It's
And,
kind of a dragon. I call out to the others, a small one.
Dragon, what the fuck?
Yeah.
so Walker, are you like clambering back out to talk to them, or are you just like staying up
No,
there
I
talking
think
back?
I think he's fascinated by this thing.
Yeah. So you get a head tilt from this thing,
Yeah.
and the song changes into this kind of query, and you feel, um, like it's like wondering what you want.
Yeah, I would really like to know what you are and what you're doing here. I talking to it. Do not pet wild animals. I know this. Or wild invasive species even. Wish I had a camera. I will call out, I wish I had a camera. This is kind of, well, it's a thing. Maybe I can coax it out. And kind of try. What would I do? Should I hum at it? I'm not good at humming. I just talk to it and try to coax it out, I guess.
So I don't know, harmonize with alien stuff. Sounds
Oh,
about
okay.
right.
Oh, cool.
Um,
Let's see how that goes. That's a 4 again.
okay. So it's kind of nervous,
So am I.
but if you back up, it'll maybe
Mhm.
follow you.
Yeah.
And I think really what it wants is some of that, you know, beef jerky in your pocket, right? Or
Okay.
whatever snacks you have to hand.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll just like show it to, come on, come on. And I will say, I'm coaxing it out. It doesn't seem aggressive.
Yeah, and it kind of hops up to the hatch, so now you can all see it. And the the light from the lighthouse kind of dims a little bit and then like turns around in a very controlled way to point at you.
Oops.
It's not blinding, it's just like shining a light on you.
It's watching us.
Uh,
I think. Go ahead, Sabine. What were you going to say?
no, this is an answer. I think it was my jerky.
Does it seem friendly?
It
I
hasn't
mean,
quite.
it's
Oh my God.
curious. It's looking at you. You know, it kind of flutters its wings. It's definitely curious. Um, and then, like, after nothing happens for a moment, it kind of gives a little song.
Hmm.
Again, kind of furying and a little bit sad.
But it sounds a bit like these aliens, right?
Well, it's sad because you haven't fed it yet, right?
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I'll throw it. One of the. I hope you can even eat that.
Oh, yeah, it eats the jerky,
Okay.
scoffs it down in, you know, an archetypical who thinks about chewing their food way.
Mm.
Oh, it's a carnivore. I, I don't know that we should be here.
It's small though.
I mean, this one is. What if it's a baby? What if there's another one? What if they hunt in packs? What if the rest of them are around here somewhere on the lake?
She's right. She's right.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's just
I mean, you wanted a pet, right?
I wanted a dog.
Makes not. It makes
Dog.
nicer noises than a dog.
Yeah, much less trouble to take care of, probably.
I mean, we can't adopt it, but it's kind of cute.
I think if it's okay, Ree's gonna just kind of like crawl up or like work her way up the rubble or whatever it is that this is, and just kind of like move past the bird, keeping an eye on it to
So
see if
you're
there's
climbing through the hatch, or are you gonna go back down to find the door?
through the hatch.
Okay. So it's like on the not the
Perch
windowsill,
of the
but the like
hatch?
the yeah, it's
Okay.
perching on the hatch.
Okay.
But do you wanna squeeze by us
I'm going to try to
or
squeeze by it, yeah.
okay. And
See if it
when you
goes
do
for me.
that, the colors change a little bit. They go a little bit more purpley,
Hmm.
and like it sniffs at you, and then gives you like a be cool kind of song. It's like trying to keep you from doing anything silly.
I
Hey, I'm standing here.
I am trying not to do anything that's going to shock it, and just kind of like move past it, crawl past it a little bit till I'm inside.
I'm distracted a little with more beef jerky.
Oh,
Well,
thank you.
it is definitely distracted. I mean, if you
Mhm.
want to get it to hop down from the hatch, you could probably do that
Yes.
too.
I would like that, especially if Reese running, hopping around in there.
I'm going to search and survey. Like gonna, as long as it seems like I'm not going to be stopped, I'm going to be looking around the area for anything that's useful or important.
And I think since Mercedes was holding onto Ray's jacket and you went towards the thing, she's let go of you and has grabbed Franchi's hand. She's
Yeah.
not taking her eyes off this creature.
I'll take that.
So when Reed like basically brings you to the hatch, this thing is now looking at you and singing you a soothing song. It's like, oh well, I thought the other one was nervous, but this one, you know, what do you do when you're like this far away from its lovely face?
Who's that addressed to, Donna?
Oh, so that's for Mercedes.
I think that she's staying back with Angie is what happened. She
Yeah.
didn't go
Yeah,
through
yeah.
the
As Ree starts to go forward, she lets go
Yeah.
of Ree. She's too scared to get that close, I think. And instead, she grabs Angie's hand.
Yeah, and I think it looks behind it at Ree, who's starting to scrummage, and then it hops down out off the hatch, then towards the kind of outer walkway where ye are to kind of take a closer look at Angie and Mercedes. Mark, let's get you to make a search and survey roll, see what you can find.
Got a 6.
Nice.
You spent
I
heroism.
spent a heroism, yeah.
Heroic searching. What does that look like?
I'll explain it, okay?
No, you don't need to. It's just a funny, funny thing. So yeah, I mean, it looks like this place didn't have much in it, because it was automated. But I think you do find um, like an emergency box just in case. There's no sign of like any real activity in here at all. Like it doesn't look like anyone. Sorry, there's nothing left here apart from this. And if someone had searched it, they wouldn't have left this. You know what I mean? So
Oh,
it looks like there was nothing else here. But it's a box with a flare pistol in it.
yeah. We'll grab
One of
that.
these shiny yellow plastic boxes that probably floats, with the old-fashioned flare pistol and a couple of rounds, shots, whatever you call them,
Yeah.
flares.
Excellent.
You'll be able to find the stats for that in the lookout table.
Yes.
Has other uses, but can also be used as a makeshift firearm.
I mean, what other uses are there, really? Except for
Getting
to
someone's
fire it into
attention?
somebody's face. Yeah.
Oh,
No.
okay. Thanks. Getting someone's attention? the purpose for which it was designed? No, we're in obviously in an action movie style thing, right? That's just the way we thinks. Okay. So yeah, back outside, Angie and Mercedes, you are being examined by this songbird.
I think I'll try to sing back to it. Maybe harmonize a little bit.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, why don't you give that a go?
yeah. I'm gonna spend a heroism on that as well. This is this is probably also reckless. So let's see if I make things worse or not. That's a 5.
Okay, that's pretty good. So yeah, I think it kind of very quickly. I don't know how good Angie is at singing, right?
Probably
But
fine. Yeah.
yeah.
Not great, but
But it finds some kind of harmony with you. And, you know, when there's a break, it flutters over to land on your shoulder.
hmm.
Um,
It's a state very still when it does that.
and yeah, I think it would appear like, has it bonded with you? Is it not going to leave you? It's decided. Um,
How is the light behaving when it comes my way?
yeah, so the light starts to fade
Hmm.
out of this kind of red tone, and it kind of starts going back to its normal kind of coloring. It goes neutral, and then it starts to grind to a halt.
Wonder what will happen when I start slowly walking towards the car with it on my shoulder.
Yeah, nothing. It stays attached.
Oh yeah, I wonder what
Uh,
happens
oh,
to
what?
the car.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry, it doesn't do anything. Um, but it's not like the let's call it the failure of the light
yeah. Mhm.
accelerates. It's like slowly diminishing.
Right. Does the if I approach the car with it, does the car do anything light wise or mechanic wise?
No, no, it doesn't
Okay.
change.
It's not a power source then. Okay. I think we have a new pet, Mercedes.
And I don't think she let go of your hand unless you dropped it.
Oh, no,
Uh,
not at all. We can call him
and
Charlie.
uh, she just quietly is whispering bones at you, and seems, I mean, she's talking, but she's borderline nonverbal. She's terrified of this thing.
What's Walker um what's Walker's view on all of this?
Yeah, I mean, and Angie clearly knows what she's doing. So, but he'll keep a lookout because we said there might be others of the sort. So you never know, right? And since it doesn't seem to want any more beef jerky, that's fine.
Okay. And you get out with your loot.
I let everyone know what it is, and then I look at the bird perched on Angie's shoulder, and do you think that's a good idea?
Mercedes shakes her head.
He's fine so far.
I mean, you're not bringing it with us. What if it's like a spy drone or some like that? What if they can see through its eyes?
They wouldn't do that.
They wouldn't do that.
It's just a little guy.
They're fucking aliens, man. Look, it's obviously it's not from Walker. This isn't
Yes.
from here, right?
It's
This isn't. It's here to
not.
supplant us, like Walker said.
I mean, it might be here to supplant other birds or lizards, but I don't think it has any particular design on us.
Sabine, I'm sorry I talked over you.
No,
What was
it's
Walker
fine.
saying?
Nothing. He was just breathing like, oh God, this discussion again. Look, I think it seems kind of harmless. And if the aliens wanted to watch us with remote tech, I think they wouldn't need this
Right.
creature to
Maybe
do
this
it.
is their tech. Maybe this is it. That's what I'm saying. Bioengineering.
We have seen their tech.
Yeah, but we haven't seen everything. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. You're right. You're right. I'm just I'm overreacting a little bit here, I'm sure.
Look, how about we just keep it until it causes trouble? And if it causes trouble, I won't make a fuss.
I'll tell you what, if it causes trouble, I'll take care of it.
And it gives out a mournful, like R2D2 sound, right?
Aww.
Stop making it cute, Donna.
Listen, you left behind a poor gormless larper. You left behind a mother and child, but a cute alien bird. Apparently, I found your weakness.
Yeah, overfeeding it.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't the one that fed it first.
Okay, so I think that is a good place to wrap for the day. We're about to move into a new region, so I think it would be useful to know, so I can do, 5 minutes of homework, whether we're thinking of continuing west along into the Erie,
Yeah.
or kind of cutting southwest into Penn's Woods, which I guess is Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah. I vote
Um,
for the Erie, but I'm open for whatever.
Yeah, I'll follow Angie's lead. But I'm gonna pretend. I'm sorry, I'll follow Mark's lead. But Rhea is gonna suggest that it's her idea.
oh, okay. Cheap heroism, huh? So I guess I will read out the blurb, right, for both of these regions so you can kind of decide on vibes which one you prefer. The Erie, spelled with two E's, not like the one that Lake Erie has because, reasons. A great silence has descended along Lake Erie. Most towns are abandoned. No radio signals have come out of here in weeks. What's going on here is a mystery. And I guess I'll tell you the way out too, because that might be interesting. Rescue the remnants is the way out. And for Penn's Woods, stretches of frozen forest, farmland valleys, and rivers. A colony pod destroyed most of Pittsburgh's population, but the pod malfunctioned and the aliens were dead on arrival. Since then, folk have reclaimed Fort Pitt and are preparing for war. The way out is cross the bridges out of Pittsburgh. I mean, that sounds easy, right?
Could be easy. This is rush hour.
I mean, in fiction, we don't have a radio, so we don't know that they've gone radio silent in the Erie.
It's true.
Yeah.
I like
I know the
I
map
like
says
the
that
sound
we
of the
should.
Erie.
Sorry, go ahead.
I like the sound of the Erie.
I know the map says it's too cold, but it is faster to cut through Canada to get
You cannot go to Canada because it says no go.
We
So
can.
two
We cannot
votes.
leave this country.
Yeah, yeah.
The bridges are
So-
out. That would make
Yeah.
sense.
Talk about American exceptionalism, huh?
We also we just don't have the right passports. The Canadians want that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
everything's fine in Canada.
everything's fine in Canada.
Yeah, they have diplomatic relations with the Canadians. They didn't shoot at them when they were landing.
Plus, you know, Lake Champlain was just a tester for
Mhm.
driving across a frozen lake, right?
So I
I
think
think-
that there are 3 votes for the Erie. T, what do you think?
Oh no, yeah, I also think the Erie.
Okay, cool.
Oh, before we leave though, the realm of the fisherman.
Yeah.
Do we want to spend that token to get
Yes.
a thing?
Yeah.
And is that thing just is it just a knife, or can we get more than just a knife? Or should we just do this at the beginning of next session so we can?
You can shop around and decide what you asked for back at the camp, right? I'm happy to do that. The thing we will do is mark off your supply and fuel.
Do we take advance when we leave the area?
Yes. Yeah. So when you're leaving this area, you get to do one of 3 things. Again, you can think about this in the next week. You get to add a dot to one gambit, gain an ability from your imprint, or clear out your home track. The eternal struggle between extra dots and extra cool stuff.
Always cool stuff.
There's no, by the rules, there's no scope for getting an ability from another imprint, but you know, why not? Sue me, rule writer. If something really fits, yeah, I think we can go for it. But otherwise, I think you've got plenty of.
I think friend maker
abilities.
makes sense for me.
Yeah. So anyway, that's I guess some homework for all of us. I will stop the recording and we'll.
This is dead easy. I will take another point of drive a car and that's it. Because nothing of the
Reasonable.
nothing about the special abilities I have are something that would have been useful at all. So it's fine.
Obviously, we need to get you into more fights. That's what I.
No, I'm fine with not getting into fights. It's okay. I'll just take dots. That makes it easy.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I will stop the recording.